Good morning. Yo, yo, yo.
Let's try now. Can you guys hear me okay now?
Yo.
Hey, there you are. I can hear you now. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
What time is it there?
It's 11:48 a.m.
Oh, good morning. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning. I apologize in advance if you hear some sort of growling in the background. I've got my big pup and my small pup playing in my office currently. I've got a 16 weeks old French bulldog that is playing with a 60 kilo French mastiff. Bit of a weight difference happening in the background, but how's everyone doing in the chat? What's happening, lads? What's happening, Abdul? I have a Discord username that I don't know who that is, but what's happening over there? Just gonna wait a minute. Ping in the chat. Having a very quick look at the markets early today. I was flat out of work, and it was interesting to see some areas being respected. We talked about it, I think it was just yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah, and imbalance. Anyway,
yeah, I'm very intrigued in this market. Like, some alts look so good, some look so bad.
Yeah, it's
a bit all over the place.
Too much for me, almost. I'm not gonna lie. Like this daily imbalance right here, right? Like that was obviously such a clear target, and that obviously harmonic. I'm sure you see it too. And we did have a setup with the lows. I think it was somewhere here. Got taken out. I didn't take it. Didn't call it, but we talked about it live. But it's what's really interesting to see is this high being respected, right? Like these highs have been respected. So we haven't made a higher high. We have rejected, which kind of makes sense, right? Like from a harmonic smart money point of view, where we're expecting some sort of 50% retracement from the low to the high, potentially somewhere around, at least here, in the 99 to 97. That's what I'm kind of eyeing personally. So this could be a nice short. Like this was the short that we talked about yesterday live.
Yeah, I did call a short yesterday also. Well, I didn't call it. I shared it in chat.
Yeah, so that was it. Like if we took this, I would have been stopped out. Albeit not by much, but yeah, this imbalance is what obviously got our eyes. And this price action is, what is it?
Yeah, they're really trying to push price down. But
they're failing.
I'm gonna have a look at the heat map. Yeah, so there's a bunch of shorts stacking up right now.
Yeah, and I'm sure like this is kind of actually I haven't talked about this kind of trading style that I used to do, and I still do sometimes. But when you see this, or personally, when I see this kind of really clear trend line, right? Like I used to draw like a ray like this, and then as soon as it breaks and put an alarm there on a lower time frame, as soon as it breaks, that will be my basically from high to low, because obviously now we're making a bearish price action on the lower time frame. So if we were to, for whatever reason, do this, actually sorry, that was the wrong one, but if we were for any reason to break this and come up, I would take a fib from the high to the low. Depending on where we break, we might print some lower lows, but if, say for example, we were to break out here, I would take it from here, and I probably do a couple of shorts, and this was my scalp strategy. Like now obviously I'm more of a swing trader, but if I was to scalp, this would be potentially one at the 5618, and put, which will coincide beautifully with this candle, which is beautiful, and the second area will be on the 107 106, so that will be my second potential scalp. And I would do 786 with a, usually I tend to do that, I used to do my stop loss just above the 886, entry at 786, and I used to do for these kind of trades a 50% take profit and manage it and potentially go lower, but start from this and see how we go. Like obviously bearish price action, but yeah, I don't know, man, I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah, what intrigues me so much is how some alts have like,
yeah,
like it's so make it or break it.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. This can be a nice intimate session. Only a few people here, so feel free in the chat, team, if you want to ask questions. You got one giga brain being sexy and one normal brain being me. Good morning, Rick. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. ETH, this was a long that we were in, and I'm still in, but
yeah, and I'm still in it.
I'm not convinced, man. Like I'm not convinced. To be honest, I'm not convinced in any trade right now. This is just,
no.
just.
But
yeah.
it's that type of price action. It's like they are basically just here to confuse everyone.
That's right. That's right. And I think we talked about it extensively last night. How the different shapes we're looking at between a Bitcoin making equal highs, Ethereum making lower highs, Solana making higher highs, and XRP making high highs. Like who's?
And then we have total market cap, which like it wants to take the highs.
Yeah, and
meanwhile,
it's there, but it's rejecting.
Bitcoin wants to pull back, and like
like one of the things that I do look at, and I've been looking at extensively, 16, you can tell me if you do like a tool, but I look at wicks a lot, right? Like these kind of wicks, they always tell a story. Like a daily candle on a total market cap that starts off here, and for anyone that is brand new, I don't think anyone brand new here in this call, but this will be the open of the candle, and this is the close of the candle. That means that between here and here, we've had really strong bearish price action, which pushed effectively. This is my son in the background. I'm on a call, buddy. It's time for you to go to bed.
What time is it for you?
It's 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm on a call, buddy. Go and get mummy. All right, good night. Give me a kiss. I love you.
Wait.
I generally, when I see these kind of wicks, I'm interested, because usually, and you can see, like obviously this was a nice engulfing, but we didn't print out a high, which to me is kind of telling me we might just go lower. Like it does want to go higher, but the last 2 days, and this candle was so important, the one that we're printing today with 13 hours to go. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like,
yeah, and we have basically tested to break out of these highs like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times.
I think, yeah, and the total 3 as well. Like they're just confusing us. So what we're trying to say here basically on this call is anything they would take in this market could go either way. So this is a very volatile market. This is a very indecisive market. We don't really have a clear direction, which is, as traders, that's not what we want. We want to have some sort of clear structure, making higher highs or making lower lows, whereas here in this market we're just having some sort of like indecision. And some people thrive on it. Personally I don't, because that means that my high percentage of or probability, however you want to say it, of success greatly diminishes, right? Like we're basically just kind of gambling in a way.
You just gotta stick to like scalps in this market.
That's
It's
it.
very difficult if you want to swing trade it.
That's it. Like the swing trade is probably out of the question. That's why I had this aerodrome finance called out. It's still there, still chilling. I still think we're gonna potentially come back into this kind of order block price action, but this will be a swing. But you're absolutely right. I think we should probably just look more at the scalps. Obviously, Bitcoin, this was potential setup up here when we saw liquidity being swept right here, and the daily candle yesterday, which is yesterday for us in Australia, but I mean it's probably just a few hours ago for you guys, not closing above. So this is potentially some sort of scalp that we can look at with a very tight stop loss, starting from the daily, and we can just kind of scale it down, see what's there. I don't see a lot on the 4 hour. 1 hour there's bugger all. Potentially in the 15 minutes that could be a nice candle to play. We took out equal highs right here. We have failed to mitigate the body just, so this could be a nice scalp from here, which is where we had it, basically. Let me just put the magnet on so we can give some sort of more precise. Doing a family stream tonight. I got my son in the background just looking at some YouTube. It's time for him to go to bed, but it's not. He's not having it. This could be a nice little scalp. What do you think? I like that. This 15 minutes candle.
Was that 106 or 105?
Yeah, 105,687. This could be a reversal point potentially on the 15 minutes.
Yeah. So the high I was looking at was 106, 156.
106.
Which is like kind of So that's high is like we break it. We likely go higher, but if we reject up it,
that kind of like structure up here, which makes sense. But this, like we said, team, if you're watching, this is kind of gambling in a way, because on lower time frame, these kind of trades, which I know Sexy is a beast in all sorts of scalps, and I have fun with them, but that's what we always give, TP1, TP2, TP3s, like these scalps. There's less chance of it hitting TP3, and when they do, it's fantastic, right? But it's so important to take profit. So this will be for me my TP3, take profit. This will be my TP2, and this will be my TP1, just about the 1-to-1. So 33%, 33%, 33% for a potential 1 to, I think it's a 1 to 5, 1 to 4.7. Not bad, but nothing stops Bitcoin from doing one of these ones, right?
Yeah.
Like literally, we can see it right here what it did. Big wick and then goes down. Takes out liquidity. Yeah. So
because right now our pullback is very shallow. From the move up.
Yeah.
We did not even tap the 0.382 fib.
What I do like about this,
from the lows.
What I do like about this setup potentially, and that's if we break this kind of trend line. But what I do like is this massive imbalance. That's a, what is that? It's $1,000 roughly imbalance. So it's about 1,000 pips imbalance there for BTC to potentially fill, which will be nice. This is just gap on the 15 minutes. We filled a little bit of it, but not much. Like we just tapped into it. I like that to potentially come back to it as a TP. Now it's just a matter of what do we do? Do we melt from here, or do we just retest and then go up again? We'll see. Oh, it's on. In fact, let me just put an alert on. So many times I'm on these streams and we've been calling trades and then I forget to put the alarm on. It's like, oh man,
happens way too often.
Oh, fully, hey. Alert name. We're just gonna do alert.
But yeah, I still have a bit of my short on Bitcoin open, but it did hit my TP1.
Well, that's it.
So
right?
it is a risk-free trade.
At this stage, is you secure your, it's like shitcoins, meme coins. You just secure your 1-to-1. Which, by the way, I don't actually know what's happening over there. How we've been playing? How's Trump and the Trump family coins doing? How they doing?
I need to check myself. They're red, I think.
Yeah, I think everything
That's
is.
as far as you can see.
Man, ETH.
But I know the graduation rate for pump fund is starting to increase again.
Oh, that's good.
So that's a good sign.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Life is picking up.
ETH is like, I'm just looking without anything on. It's really looking like it's trying to push up, but somebody's got to give these coins some life, man.
Like Trump needs to say something like I'm buying ETH straight up.
Like higher high. This is on the 4-hour. Higher high. Obviously, yeah, lower low, but like we're still pushing higher on BTC, and just ETH is just like I feel like one of those memes where the man with the stick is like, do something.
Yeah.
And Sol obviously.
Absolutely no.
I did see, however,
in the same
range. Solana not doing much, but I did see just when I was scanning just before this live, Raydium is just like bing.
Yeah, absolutely going.
Yeah, we talked about it last night. This is where the money is, right? Like this is where money is, and I think a few of us have taken some profit here, and that's I back my decision. Of course, coins can go up. My next take profit is $10.
Yeah, I took some profit as well.
Yeah,
6.8.
These are my next two TPs. I've got $10 and 16 as my final TP for Raydium. We'll see if we get there, but at this stage, I mean, this thing is just printing money. It's printing money with all the fees and everything, right? Like it's Uniswap. Look at on the daily. It's like massive bullish engulfing, tiny little one, massive bullish engulfing bearish that gets eaten up right away, and then just like see ya.
Yeah.
So cool to see. I'm surprised by Render, to be honest. Render is one that I thought I was gonna go this morning. I saw Raydium price action, I saw some Solana price action, and I looked at Render thinking it's probably one of the strongest narratives out there, and where if I was a VC entering, I would like to enter somewhere around here for Renter, but we're still kind of chilling, which is
it's the same as like near fetch,
which
all of them looks basically the same. I think we did get a small egg on fetch yesterday after the announcement from Trump that they were investing in AI.
Yeah.
But yeah, very minor. Very minor.
Fetch. There is AI fetch. Yeah, nice little pump. I can see that daily candle right there.
Yeah.
Starting to print already a bearish price action, which is interesting. I'll probably clean up this chart a bit. That liquidity got taken, that got taken, and that got taken. So I like to start with a fresh chart to look at, and yeah, now we're kind of chilling here. Hey, look at that support, demand area, whatever it is, but from here basically all the way nice and tight, lots of price action happening here, so potentially some retest. That could be a nice little swing from here if we test again, and then if we hold, then play a high, so that could be a nice long. And if we fail, we know we're going to take out this low and potentially come back into this kind of price action. So interesting to see. Interesting indeed. Yeah, interesting is the right adjective. I agree. When he started the call, I said this is interesting price action, because this is obviously order block right here. Bunch of interest for me, and then we've got some sort of support, which I call my pressure for buying, demand area. See if we hold. Let's see.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, at this stage, it's interesting to see Ocean too. Ocean is starting printing out some kind of lowers. Like I had this demand area, which now I'm gonna shift probably lower, and this is now really the demand area from here to here, potentially. Like that's kind of that. But yeah, there's slight. Ocean seems to be a little bit weaker, not by much, but actually roughly the same.
Basically the same.
Basically the same. GRT was one that I've got alerts put on for this, and we're talking AI now, team. So GRT being potentially one of the, I guess, more established back of house AI projects out there. Really quite facilitating AI to the streams and the masses, but if we do get some sort of retracement below these lows or below this liquidity, we can see here we already taken some here. If we do get some retest below here, I'm gonna go heavy on spot. So from 16 to 12, yeah, this is where we're gonna make some money, because easily this thing does a 3x. And at this stage in the cycle, and I'm interested to know what you think, Sexy, but at this stage in the cycle, 3x's, 4x's, they're not guaranteed anymore. I feel like you gotta pick your coins right if you want to do x's at this stage.
Yeah, and I did say it before also. I think that was earlier January, late December maybe it was, in like Craig's and Green Stream, that you're basically better off right now more so looking for mid caps / low caps to actually get those 3 to 10x multiples in the sort of coming 2 months, basically.
I agree.
Yeah, because most major alts and bigger coins won't do like maybe a 2-3x if we get like a good run up, but unless that happens, it's gonna be like a 2x and that's about it. Yeah.
No, that I fully agree with that sentiment. And yes, it is crazy that since the last time we spoke, UFD has done a 3x. Like that coin is awesome. I mean, the narrative. I wish I invested. I didn't, unfortunately. But speaking of kind of mid caps that potentially have, you know, aside from utility, but also X's, I've been looking at KMNO Finance on Solana. This is obviously a DeFi project. So it was last week that we talked about this level on the weekly. Sorry, we can see this candle right here. It was so obvious. I printed it on the chart, and guess what? I didn't have alarms, so missed that beautiful entry right there. But that's okay, because we did take a bit of a retracement. So I am going to take a punt from here for KMNO Finance. And if you look, I think we looked at it on DeFi Llama. It was money.
Yeah, I wasn't happy with my KMNO airdrop.
You weren't? No.
No, it was like $10.
I didn't get any. To be honest, I'm not happy with my Jupiter allocation either. But you know, free money is free money. It's number 4, man. Like Jito's number 1 for liquid staking. They got $3.7 billion in TVL. Raydium obviously printing money at $3 billion. Jupiter number 3. And my allocation was dismal. FU Jupiter, and KMNO is the number 4 to 2.64 billion. So they have some money. And when I look at the price action compared to say a Jupiter, which obviously exploded the other day, I think we've got some potential for X's here at this stage of the cycle. You know, going back at least at this. You know, at least here, so you're looking at 40% and potentially even somewhere there. So that's a 2x right there. I can't see why this is a new project, newish anyway. Why we could, if this run goes, you know, go a little bit higher too. So KMNO is an interesting one. I think if we're looking for a quote easy 2x, because we obviously hit the level to a T. Like look at this, it was AA6, wick down, reversed, strong reaction. Like this is what as traders we like to see. We like to see if you're going to take the AA6, which is obviously the last line of defense, we want to see a very strong reaction, and we did get that, and now we're starting to print hopefully some higher lows. AA6 is not my favorite area. 786 is probably my favorite.
Yeah, I love 786.
AA6 is a bit extreme. Would you be looking at Jupiter short pre-airdrop today and long post? So you're basically saying look at short in Jupiter today, short the news, and what is that? Buy the news, sell. Yeah, you know what I mean. Let's have a look. Well, I mean, this price action is ugly, man. Like, what do? This is a daily candle. We obviously
I'm not touching it.
Yeah, blasted it. This is such a false trade. Well, yeah, do we go back into here? For sure, I think we do. What then? We're obviously stalling here. 4-hour structure. We're sitting at a 786 currently. 1 hour. Showing us some potentially signs of strength, like higher. This was a lower. Oh, this was a higher. This was a lower. It's so risky, man. Santi Lucas. It's risky, brother. Anything around here, you can go either way, and you got 50% chance of success. So if you got the itch of bidding. You can do a long and a short, but that's basically just going to the casino, right? It's like one of them is gonna hit. No, that's
and then it wicks once you're out.
That's
and
right.
then goes the opposite way.
That's right. No, you touched them on earlier, but you think FET and Render are still got holds at this point of worth trimming this. I definitely don't think it's worth trimming Render at these levels in a bull market. And I'll explain to you why. So we're obviously still in a bull. We haven't entered a bear market yet. I think we can all agree on this. Why would you trim when we are in the middle of a move? Right, we're at the 50% or even a little bit lower, at 50%. Like if we were at an all-time high and you've been holding Render since lower or even from here. Why would you trim now? What now?
Discount versus premium.
That's right. Like if you're gonna trim, and this is why myself and a few other people have taken some profits on Ray. Like we just been printing higher highs. When you see a higher high being formed, sure. Like if we were here, okay, great. Let's take some profits. This would have been a good time to take some profit, reallocate, have some dry powder for when the market does eventually decide to do what it did, which is obviously come back down. So I wouldn't do it now. And FET similarly, there's not really any reason to, I guess, rob yourself of profits at this stage. Just hold on. This is the time where people do get shaken out, when it's boring and you think everything's going to go up forever, whereas really this whole thing could be very well just some nice accumulation for the next leg up, right? If you look at it on the macro level on a daily, this could be just accumulation for potentially something like this. And say you took profit down here, how do you feel when we hit $3? Not ideal. So yeah, taking profit strategy is always personal. You should find something that makes you feel comfortable and you feel at ease doing. Personally, my taking profit strategies in the bull markets, that is, of course, is when I see higher highs being made, I'll trim some out, like 10% here. We're going to start taking these highs. Great. Another 10% here. We're going to start taking these highs. Another 10% here. And obviously I got profits. This is 10% is just, I'm just now giving you an example, but not everything's going to hit an all-time high this cycle. I think render, and I guess I'm hoping to answer the question here, Disc, is render hopefully does print out some higher highs. I do see it coming back at least close to higher highs, 1150, so there's still another 40% up, or thereabouts. What is it? A bit more, 50%, 60%. Yeah, so if I was you, I would wait, but I'm not you, and you can do whatever you want with your money, because this is not financial advice. Hope that answered the question. And similar with what about goat? Okay, let's have a look at goat. I think I looked at it the other day. Do we have a trade?
Goat is tough. Like it's not managed to find its floor.
Oh my gosh, stay away from this.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do we do here, team? Like, yeah. Oh, now I remember. Now I remember we talked about it. Like, if I reverse this, you know, where does it stop? Like, how do you predict this?
You can look at the deck screener chart, and you have some more price action.
It's it's just, but still, like, this is obviously, I'm assuming, kind of lower lows after lower lows after lower lows. So
yeah.
If I was new to this coin, or if I was to wait for an entry, I would want to see some sort of strong action, price action taken out, a daily, like not even a 4 hour, but a daily price action. Like this is obviously a short. If we come back to this level on gold and it's on leverage, this will be a nice short. Because the price action is so clear. Like, this is a nice short. So from here to here, the chances, the probability at this stage are higher on a short than a long. So yeah, if I was on looking at gold, I would say look at potentially shorting this 4 hour candle, this daily and 4 hour candle price action. Where is it? Give me my marker there, and you can do entry 1, entry 2. Yeah. For a reversal, if it happens, yeah, I mean, trying to catch a reversal is and this is an interesting conversation you haven't built here. Now, I'm a reversal trader. Some people like to enter, you know, follow the trend. I try to catch reversal too, but in order to catch a reversal, you need to have some signs of breaker structure first. Otherwise, you're literally just going by.
Yeah, I do both.
Yeah, I mean, if you go by indicators always lag. So number one, if you use, you know, your RSIs, your any indicator out there, and I'm not saying they're useless, they are useful, but they lag. So if you look at price action, like, the best indicator you can have is learning how to read structure. So as soon as you start taking some highs or some lows, that's a reversal, that's a break of structure. Yeah, I like more reversal than DCA the way down. Yeah, for sure. And that's, you know, for something as speculative as AI coins or meme coins of sorts, like, where does the bottom end? You know, we could just be DCAing down until, you know, 5 cents.
Until 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Bill. Like, just wait. If you're gonna go for reversal, we want to see some sort of strong price action. Don't FOMO at the breaker structure. Wait for a pullback, and then you can start longing. And it could be still, you know, risky. And I'll show a good example of what I'm talking about right here on this chart. So say we were here, this thing has just been going down, right, on a daily. So we finally have some sort of let me do it properly so we can see. Where is it? Right here. Replay. I don't want alert. Right here. So we've been going down all this time, and we see this candle. This is awesome, right? Like, we're taking out liquidity. Is this a break of structure? Yes, technically it is. It's got a nice strong close. Do I then chuck a buy? Potentially. Do I want to do it right away though? Let's see what happens if I do it right away. Like I'll put my risk there. Might take profit somewhere around here. This is on replay. We don't know how it goes anyway because we just saw it, but this is what happens. This is called a fake out. So entering on the first candle on a break of structure is risky for this reason. Market does fake out, and that's what it is. So you never enter on something as bearish or potentially as bullish as this. You never enter on the first one. You want to see some sort of structure and confirmation happening, because this happened, you know, takes us out on the other side. So if this thing was to instead do something like this, great. I'd rather miss the optimal entry and take that retest and have better confirmation. Sure, I missed the optimal entry, but guess what? At least I got better confirmation for next time. So that's how reversal trading works. Successful anyway, if you want to do it. But yeah, better to do the second than the third, better than first. What else?
Yeah, and a bad habit is that people love to DCA into losing positions.
Yeah, that's
when it goes against them, they just keep DCAing until they're basically down 90%. Even if they're DCAing.
I enter here because I thought it was going to reverse from here, and now, oh shit, we're going down. Okay, so I'm going to enter here because I think this candle is going to go up, and then it goes down again. So I enter here again, and now I'm down 1, 2, 3 positions. And I was like,
because I trade a lot of momentum as well. So I can, like, even if I'm in a winning position, I can still DCA into that winning position.
That's right.
Like add to a second entry in a winning trade, just so I can maximize basically the rewards from it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. DCA in losing position is never a good idea. Same as trying to trade. You know, I just lost money, so I'm gonna trade against trying to make it up. This was an interesting one. We called it last night, limiters, and we had a nice little push up today. So that was 70, like almost 100%. Which is cool. That was literally yesterday. But yeah, I'm gonna look at enter. I haven't entered this position. I called it. I'm doing some research. I know some VCs that are involved in it. I'm gonna look at entering on the retest if we get one, because this thing might just start running potentially. But yeah, well, pays to be on these streams. Virtual, give me lower, man. Like, you teasing me. I have been waiting on this ABC correction. Look at it. Look what it did. Sexy. Look what it did.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. A, B. Where's the C, man? Is this a C? This is not a C. Look at it.
It could be a C.
Yeah, I know, but it's horrible. It's higher.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, give me.
I don't remember the name of this if a C doesn't push all the way down below the A, but there is a name for it.
It's horrible, but it started pushing higher, and I was like, oh man, like I just want this.
I've been waiting for the same thing.
I want this. Like, this for me was a sell to buy, and then we called it.
Yeah.
This was a sell to buy. Obviously, never hit. It was a little bit far off, but we can delete that. But this was always a sell to buy. I want to be a buyer of virtual, and no, it's starting to really push up. Like, we've broken structure, we started to make higher highs, and now I guess this is the area where we want to see some strength, which obviously has a lot of price action. Let's see how that plays out. Let's see.
Yeah,
there's a lot of volume. Like, we are above the average volume price.
I might short hype soon also.
Oh,
if you push into like 29.
Oh, hype! I had a couple
29.30.
Yeah,
29.30 bucks is where I'm looking.
Do you know what's funny? I've been shorting hype. We've been shorting hype. I call it once, twice, and then the third time I took it by myself. So we did three successful shorts for hype, but I don't even know what it is. I actually don't know what it is. I just look at the charts. I'm like, yeah, okay, that was a short 1, 2. So I hit TP 2, 3 times.
But the thing with hype is that they keep breaking their volumes.
Right. Yeah.
So the stats are great on that side, with their pre-market stuff and how fast they're at listing, like leverage trades, futures on their decks.
Okay, so that's what it is.
Even if the chain isn't much used, because it's a chain as well.
Yeah. Okay.
But their dex is doing insane.
Yeah, and you can see this was the buying pressure. Like this kind of order blocks when we see them team, like when we see market going up and then just having some sort of indecision and then pushing back up. I know we talked about it last night, but these are the areas that we want to highlight because the market does respect them. Comes back, is there enough buying pressure? Yes, there is, and then starts moving forward. And if it didn't, this would have been my next area of interest, which almost always coincide to, at some sort of 786 or 886. In this case, 786 was here to 886. We didn't get that low. We're starting to push up higher, and we did make a nice high right there. Like we broke above. So interesting hype.
Yeah. So was it 4 days ago they reached a new Perps volume, 18.9 billion.
Far out.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm gonna have to start looking at like this. Obviously, did we all see that Jupiter now allows limits?
Like on Perps?
Yep.
Oh, I did not see that.
So Jupiter, if you go on Perps and you hit the let's trade, but if you go into new, now you can do limits. It's a V2, so it's obviously the beta, and it allows you to have one position at a time currently, so you can only have one. But I did take this Solana. I took this entry, literally this one right here on V2, so on limit.
Did you know Raydium also has Perps?
Oh, I'm not surprised though. They need to compete, right?
Yeah, they quite recently launched it. I think it's like 1 or 2 weeks ago now. And they also have all of those limits, market orders, stop limits, stop markets.
I haven't been on
everything. Yeah, so you can see it on the
top. Wowza. Okay, it makes sense.
And they have the best fees in the entire decks. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I'm not
so they're competing on the fee side.
Of course.
Of things.
Wow, and this is all on Perps? Sheesh.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna trade myself some Perps for Raydium.
I started using Raydium. Yeah.
But okay. The only thing that was really attractive to me on Jupiter obviously was the airdrop, right? Like we farming, anytime you use any of the ape on board, mobile or spot, you were accumulating points. But my allocation is ridiculous low, so not too happy with it personally.
I know one person who has got like a lot of Jup from trading on Perps, but like everyone else is like mad about it.
Yeah, not entirely happy in the slightest. Like obviously, we trade to make money. Yeah. So I might as well just I got zero affiliation with Jupiter, so they've been great. I was trying to farm it, but now give me some Raydium.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Thanks, Exy. That's epic. I'm gonna start trading. There. Interesting. Some AI stuff pushing up. Yeah, everything is kind of. See, this is interesting. Like we have in BTC really pushing, like.
It's
potentially lower, and we have all
Popcat is also up today.
All of the
like 25%.
Far out. Like AXBT as in 1, 2, 3, 4 in 5 days, 40%.
It's insane.
Wowza.
It's actually insane.
Wowza. And virtual, I think I might just. I think honestly, I might FOMO into virtual if we get a bit of a pushback, potentially even in this candle. it's just showing strength. That was a nice high low that we did here. Yeah, I might look at 2.7.
Bitcoin dominance is trying to break down again for the 197th time.
Just let's go. Let's
Hopefully this
fucking go. Let's go. Give it to us, man. This will be the best 2025. If this was, and by the way, for anyone that doesn't know harmonics, you know, this is obviously the best case scenario, but this is a totally acceptable harmonic. Well, we did a very short C2D, still higher than the B point at a 786 effectively. This could be a perfectly acceptable harmonic on the low time frame.
Yeah.
And I would love to see this harmonic invalidated. This would be the best if we saw this. Yeah. But my target for Bitcoin dominance is really just start taking out the 57, and then once you get the 55, yeah, we'll be laughing. But yeah, I just don't buy it anymore. Hey.
Bro, we're trying to break down so many times.
We have like PTSD at this stage.
Yeah, that's right. Like, how long have we been moving sideways in this range for?
Oh, too long. Like, you look at it, like this was a whole. What's that? Give it from here. It's like, dude, yeah. Like, come on, man. What is this? And like, this could have been everybody. I personally thought this was it.
Yeah,
this break of structure. I thought this break of structure right here was okay. We go lower. This is it. Like, I saw this and I was getting pumped up, and then sure enough we did this. And then I was like, okay, no, we go lower again. We go again. Now we're just like in this absolutely effing range, just mind blowing. Like for a month, like 32 days. Yeah, it's too long. How do you feel about Solana during the bull run, especially given the network issue, like being unable to sign transaction during the Melania launch? That's right. So if you go on, I think it was I posted it in the Discord. But if you look at Phantom, Twitter or X, they were doing 8 million transaction per minute.
Yeah,
that's a lot of transactions. that's not a blockchain network. That's yeah. So you've got obviously wallets that have
uptime for Solana was completely fine.
Yeah, and you know, Solana is about to, and I guess this to answer your question a little bit more granular there, Bill. Solana with the new release that will launch it's going to be one of the fastest chain and also one of the most sustainable with the new versions that have been launched of the blockchain itself. That's right.
Fire Dancer.
Yeah, Fire Dancer. That's it. So once that's launched, Solana itself will be freaking amazing. But you still have to go through wallets, and you know, you see Jupiter was down, you see Raydium was down, you see, like, I couldn't swap. I can't remember. I was trying to swap some. It was Raydium. I was trying to swap some Raydium for USDC. I couldn't do it on my Exodus wallet. I couldn't do it on my Phantom wallet. Like, it was just It's a tricky one. It's not Solana itself, and everybody likes to point at Solana, but really it's just the infrastructure. Oh, nice fib chart you posted there, Sexy. Nice time fib.
Yeah, so the time fib, if you look at the 0.382, we bounced, and then 1.382, we bounced, and now we're at the 2.382, and 886, and a weekly bullish harmonic. Which so hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, it would be interesting to see if we fail to bounce past the 382 and we go to the 2618, so past the 2382 and we go to the 2618, likely putting us back into the X starting point that will be sometimes in mid 2025 potentially.
Yeah.
Which will push up alts. I'm just looking, and for anyone that is not doesn't know what we're talking about, I'm just looking at this. Sexy's harmonic time fib for Ethereum versus Bitcoin, which if we do fail to go on the 238.2 and reverse,
we cannot see your.
You can't.
We only see your.
Oh,
yeah, we can't.
No, sorry. Yeah. Anyway, Ethereum, Bitcoin.
But yeah, you can see it in
the chats.
chat.
Yeah, I got it. Would be nothing compared to ETH in 21. Yeah, crazy gas. Like, man,
people, thousands.
Bro, like I was about to mint one of the over there the lands for Yuga. I was like, I'm not paying $2,000 for gas. Like, it just makes no sense. And yeah, I guess that was a good call, but I also did pay a lot for my mutant, and I'm still underwater, so we'll just wait. Yeah, want to pay one ETH in gas. And then,
how much did you pay for your PFP?
For my PFP, I paid, full disclosure, 9 ETH, which was at the time about 25 grand, something like that.
Yeah. What's the price right now?
Right now, don't ask me.
Is it far off?
Next.
Is it like 3?
Oh yeah, we're like 3 something. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, okay.
It's not looking great.
It's like what?
Yikes!
You need something like you need Elon Musk to say I'm buying Bored Apes.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. If the freaking Vitalik, I'm looking at you, like the blockchain founder decides to rock a milady instead of a Bored Ape.
I saw that.
What the?
I saw that.
What are you doing, man? But hey, who am I to judge? Nobody. Yeah, always wanted a mutant, but you guys shut the bed. Oh, look, to be fair and honest, and I have zero attachment to my PFP. Like, I'm not. Like, I cannot wait. I want this to be recorded. I cannot wait to dump all of my NFTs in the upcoming cycle. Like, I'm gonna dump hard, and I'm gonna be happy about it when I can at least.
I don't hold any.
Yeah, well,
NFTs.
That's. I'm so jealous, man.
Well, I hold one, and that's my PFP. But aside from that,
I wish I could have. Yeah, sold old. I haven't sold old because I am underwater on a few. KMNOs has been good. Like, I'm finally in the green, so that's fantastic. Mutant is obviously I'm underwater, and Quirkies, which I'm pretty deep into Quirkies. They've been doing good. But I'm just about to break even, potentially a bit in the red. Not a lot, but I have a thing about really being reluctant in selling in the red, like, and unless it's tax time and I'm trying to get some losses under the bag and paying less in taxes, sure. But no, I just did my taxes, so there's no point for me now trying to chase losses, and I'm just gonna wait.
I traded loss on Bodogos. Like, I bought so many, like I think 12 of them at between like 10 and 20 Solana.
Yeah.
And I dumped them at like 3.
Bro, yeah, far out.
It was terrible.
I'll tell you what Max Payne is, guys and girls, if anyone is here. But Max Payne is trying to get a Kleinosaurus on roulette intensa for 40 Solanas has 75% chances and losing 40 Solanas, and then buying back in as 60 Solanas. So there was 100 Solana Kleinosaurus in my wallet.
It was one expensive Kleino.
Yeah, and oh man, I wish I had 100 Solanas right now sitting in that freaking wallet. Nope. So yeah, that was Max Payne, but that was bear market, degenerate, gambling. I'm bored. I don't know what I'm doing. Just get me some wins, and I mean, you live and you learn, right? Some lessons are cheaper, some are more expensive, and
It's the college fees.
that's it. College fees, market fees, we call them, market fees.
Yeah.
But yeah, team, a nice. No, I love this chats. Nice and intimate. We get to kick it out here. I was looking at XRP. That's probably one of the few ones that I really like at these levels. It's showing some strength still. The question about XRP is like, how high can it go? You know, people calling $10 XRP is just silly.
Yeah, because I have a larger. Well, I don't have it, but one of my friends have a larger wave count on XRP, and you are likely in this last sort of wave 5.
That's right. Yeah.
Inside of sort of a wave 3, because that's the most extended one on the larger scale. And that could basically top out anywhere between here and $5.
That's where I got
But
my
it's like-
final. Yep.
Yeah. But it's like, if you were to like buy here, it's quite it's not worth it.
No, totally. I'm talking from a purely taking profit perspective. So
Yeah.
my first take profit was hit at $2.30, and I took 25. The next one, I'm very close now. I was tempted to take some out just in case of a reversal, but $3.50. The next one is $4.50, and I'll be 75 out. And then the last one, where I'll be 100% out, is at $5.50. I don't think we're gonna see it personally. I mean, some people legit calling like $17, which is like stupid.
Oh, I've seen
like-
extreme calls.
Like, what are you doing? Yeah, it's like calling $1 million Bitcoin. Look at ALB, like ARB or ALB. Falling knife. It's like on okay, ALB USD.
But you had such a great trade on XRP.
I know. That would have been awesome, man. I'll tell you what. Last cycle for me was Illuvium. Same thing. It went up.
Conviction plays off.
Yeah.
Conviction plays off. That's it.
Alp, is that? What's the name of our area? Sorry, I don't think ALB. I can't.
ALB. No idea
Like
what that
it's.
Is it on Dex Screener maybe?
That's.
ALB. Alien based token. I think that's it. I guess.
Alien.
I don't know. Yeah, because here's I sent the Dex Screener. Or it's another. Oh no, that's what? Yeah, alien based token.
ALB. Yeah. Okay. What do you know about this coin? Why do you like it? What's the narrative
We
behind
only see
it?
trading views, so we don't really see what you're doing.
Oh,
right now.
oh man. Okay. Can you? No, because I'm on a private tab. Let me see if you can see. It's gonna share. How do I share the next one? Yeah, I mean, it's a good, interesting level, right? What do we know about this coin though? Like, what is the bull narrative? Why are we reversing from the A6 as opposed to going and taking out this liquidity? Trade, earn, and get rewarded for holding ALB. So it's a DEX, I assume, at $80 million market cap. Do they have a lot of liquidity? That would be my question, first of all.
I'm gonna check here. 24-hour volume, 20 million.
Yeah. Okay.
TVL is 64 million.
Yeah. So,
Liquidity 4.26.
so they've got more TVL than the market cap, which is cool. Potentially worth a punt, but is there better plays out there?
Yeah, likely.
Yeah. That would be my question. You could be looking at something like this. Are you planning to do on leverage. Like, I don't even think you can do this on leverage. Probably nowhere to be seen.
Likely not.
Yeah, so this would be like a spot bag, 1 to 5, TP1 probably here, TP2 above this high, TP3 somewhere here, and moon bag up there. I mean, you could. You're at AA6. We talked about it at the start of the stream. AA6 is your last line of defense. You fail here, and this is on a daily, mind you. Yeah, okay, so you've been holding for months. Are you in profit? Have you been holding from down here, or are you holding from up here?
Yeah, 4 million it says.
Oh, from 4 million. Okay, so let's have a look. So yeah, you're in profit. Oh man, okay. Well, why don't you take some profit first of all? Take the profit. You're up 3x. Oh, you're good. Oh, you have. Okay, good. So yeah, if you have, then stress-free, man. Like, you're taking some profit. You've got nothing to lose. You're relatively close to your entry, right? Relatively, because you're still up a bit. So you're up 3-4x. I will wait if I was you. If you're taking profits, just, you know, forget about it. Forget about it. Set yourself some alerts. This will be a nice, interesting area for a take profit. Probably not the wicks, because we tend to sometimes not get up there on meme coins or lower caps. But yeah, definitely here. Potentially, if you start pushing up, you know, that's an extra area here. 55 million. Do we get up there? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, don't stress. You're in profit. You know, think less. When it comes to trades, I think Sexy can vouch for this. Is one of the best thing we can do is detach ourselves from the outcome. The moment we start being so outcome focused and not process focused, that's when we make silly decisions. If you're in profit, you're entered at 4 million. You're up already. So wait to see if you can extract more from the market, and if it does, you know, put yourself a stop loss. You know, if I was you, I'd probably put a stop loss somewhere on the bottom of this move, so at 9 million, put a stop loss there, and if the market does decide to go back there, then you just lock in your profit and you move on next. My favorite trade is always the next trade. Hope that answered.
Yeah.
Hope that answered the question. Love it. Yeah, awesome. I think that's it.
I missed my link entry.
Chain link.
Another a link. I forgot about it. I had 18.3 marked out.
Oh, that's bad. It was perfect. Yeah, right here.
Yeah, and it just went from there.
Yeah, this was the market wide, right? Like on last week, the whole of last the whole of last week, I wasn't on the chart, so basically from here I missed all this move, and I think this move was across all coins. Like you can see Casper took liquidity, you can see Bitcoin obviously took massive liquidity. This was the week on Monday I say Monday my time. Ethereum absolutely took liquidity, so like it was just market wide. I just took literally a weekend off, and yeah, we just missed some entries.
Yeah,
that's what happens.
Always.
This was what happened, but this was such, like, in hindsight, right? This you can see it's equal lows. Like, I hope you can all see it. Equal lows right here. It was easy target. We take it. We don't bounce from this. This is where we take our entries, right? Like, we take them, and then as soon as we see a candle closing above and wicking below, taking liquidity, we know that there's going to be a movement on the opposite direction.
Easy to manage risk.
100%. And this could be, you know, this could be done the opposite way. So if this was on a on a long, on a short, same thing. Like we could have easily shorted this. So it just goes both ways. Naturally, we are prone to see. Some people are prone to see more longs. Some people are prone to see more shorts. So just get to know yourselves as a trader. What you see more. I find that inverting the charts by using Alt and I combination can really teach you how to trade in both directions. I know personally I see shorts better. But it's good to see the market from a different perspective always. So yeah, Alt and I on TradingView is a good little trading tool to do, invert the charts. ONDO was one that was called out I think last week by someone on the charts on the stream. Yeah, handy to know, super handy. Alt and I, Alt plus I. And actually, I gotta give it to you, Sexy. You told me something. Super shout out to you. So catch this team. If I want to do BTC USD against gold, I can create my own chart. This is awesome.
You forgot the BTC USDT.
Yeah. I'll do it again. I was just making sure that you were paying attention.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is awesome. Like you can basically create your own charts. This is another super handy tool. Yeah, this is super cool. I was playing around. I've been fooling around with this for like I'm doing all sorts of combinations against platinum. I guess I'll put it in the stock chart. But the next thing I'm looking at for stocks and for indices is coffee and grass-fed beef, which I know is going to sound like, what are you talking about? We've just gone from BTC to grass-fed beef and coffee. I'm hungry now. But yeah, it's something to look at for stocks. And my Rivian option finally expired, so that was nice. I closed my Rivian option in profit, and I am mad because I didn't take the WBA, which we've been calling. It's all recorded, so we've been calling the WBA option from here. And look at that. That would have been a nice trade. But yeah, coffee, man. Coffee. Cash contract. CFD. It's the world is running out of coffee. I don't know if you know this, but now you do.
Should have been in orange juice also.
Yeah. And I think I was trying to look for grass-fed beef. Like this is grass-fed. I need to do some more research how to do it, because it's not beefy. I need to figure out. There's a whole contract for grass-fed beef, which is not grass.
Yeah.
Crypto grass-fed. Yeah. But coffee and tea. So tea contracts. Just doing it light. Obviously, I haven't started digging into it yet. But coffee, I'm gonna be looking at entering potentially some sort of position. We'll see. That's it, Tim. That's it for tonight. For any Aussies that wanted to get some sort of stocks play, look into Mineral Resources, which is traded on the Australian Stock Exchange. Fairly sure this thing is going to go pop off anytime. We're already starting to move, so that's a little nugget at the end of the call. We like to keep those for the end. ASX, Australian Stock Exchange, Mineral Resources. You need to have enough in your trading account for playing, obviously, this kind of trades. But other than that, team, that was so fun. Thank you everyone for tuning in. And Sexy, you're awesome. Thank you for kicking in with us in the morning. Much love, and yeah, if there's any questions, feel free to ping me in general. Answer them tonight, tomorrow, sometime soon. And yeah, here goes another one. Have a good day. Much love from Australia. See you guys.
Have a good night.
Ciao, ciao.